Imagine that everything you think you know about the world, about reality, about health, is a shadow cast on a wall. And behind you, someone is manipulating the light. That person tells you what to see, what to feel, what to trust. Now, imagine turning around and discovering there's no one there. Just a complex mechanism of mirrors and gears designed to deceive you. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie. It is the perfect metaphor for how pseudoscientific beliefs have infiltrated the most intimate parts of our lives, our friendships and relationships. Think about the last time a loved one recommended a miracle treatment, warned you about a global conspiracy, or shared a truth that contradicted everything science has demonstrated. Maybe it was your best friend, passionately defending the healing energies of Reiki for a serious illness. Or perhaps your partner, seriously discussing the dangers of vaccines, citing obscure internet sources. In that moment, it wasn't just two opinions clashing. Two realities collided. And suddenly, you find yourself at an invisible crossroads. Do you correct the person you love, risking an argument? Or do you stay silent, allowing the shadow on the wall to grow larger? Flat Earth. A crack in our shared reality, flat Earth belief isn't a new idea. It's an archaic concept refuted in antiquity and revived in the internet age. What is new is the scale and intensity with which it spreads. Its proponents don't just question the shape of our planet. They question the very foundations of science and accuse space agencies like NASA of being part of a global conspiracy to deceive us. Yet, the evidence for a spherical Earth is overwhelming and accessible. Shadows on the moon. During a lunar eclipse, Earth casts a round shadow on the moon. If the Earth were flat, this shadow could have different shapes, but it is always circular, unmistakably spherical. Ships on the horizon. When a ship sails away over the ocean, the hull disappears first, followed by the sails or mast. This phenomenon only makes sense if the surface it's sailing on is curved. Time zones. The existence of different time zones, where it is day in one place and night in another, is only explained by a spherical Earth rotating on its axis. The genius of antiquity. In the 3rd century BC, Eratosthenes not only deduced that the Earth was round, but measured its circumference with surprising accuracy, using little more than sticks and the shadows they cast in 2 cities. An achievement denied by those who believe the ancients were ignorant. So why does this belief resurface with such strength? The answer lies not in stupidity, but in a deeply rooted human need. For many, it's a combination of distrust in authority, governments, scientific agencies, and confirmation bias, which leads them to seek only information that validates their theory within their social media echo chambers. It offers a sense of control and belonging to a select group that possesses secret knowledge in a world that can seem chaotic and uncertain. Reiki. When wellness clashes with evidence, let's move from a belief about the shape of the world to one about healing the body. Reiki. This Japanese practice is promoted as a therapy that channels a universal life energy through the hands to heal physical and emotional ailments. It has even been introduced in some hospitals as a complementary therapy, which can give it a veneer of legitimacy. But here is the fundamental problem. The existence of this universal energy, ki, has never been demonstrated. Clinical research has found no evidence that Reiki is effective as a treatment for any illness, including cancer, anxiety, or depression. Where some studies report benefits, such as pain or anxiety reduction, these are often attributed to other factors well known to science: relaxation, the placebo effect, and the power of compassionate human touch. It is the latter elements, not a mystical energy, that likely explain any sensation of relief. The Spanish Ministry of Health classifies Reiki among its 73 pseudotherapies, meaning techniques that lack scientific support to be used safely and effectively on patients. The real danger is not in someone using Reiki to feel calm, but in it being prioritized over conventional medical treatments whose efficacy has been rigorously proven. The root of the problem: Why our brains are vulnerable. A fascinating study conducted at a university in Mexico with 794 students revealed that adherence to pseudoscientific beliefs varies by gender and academic background. Female students tended to score higher, and students in business or arts and design showed greater adherence than those in engineering and technology. This isn't due to intelligence, but to exposure to different types of thinking. Psychological research goes further. Our mind is not a perfect computer. It's full of shortcuts. Confirmation bias drives us to seek and believe information that confirms what we already think, ignoring what contradicts it. Furthermore, there is what scientists call a general receptivity to epistemically suspect beliefs. This means a person who believes in one conspiracy theory is significantly more likely to also believe in paranormal phenomena and pseudoscientific claims, even fabricated ones. It's a mindset, a pattern of thought that prefers simple, emotionally satisfying narratives over the complexity and methodological doubt of science. But there is an element, an uncomfortable question we rarely ask ourselves. What if, in our eagerness to defend science, we have become a kind of modern inquisitor? Are we using skepticism as a hammer to beat down those who think differently, further hardening their positions? A study on how conspiracy theorists search for information found that analytical thinkers tend to visit more official web pages and are more critical of information, while conspiracists trust sources that align with their beliefs more. When we attack the person, we put them on the defensive. When we challenge the idea with data and questions, we plant a seed of doubt. Assembling the critical thinking survival kit, this journey isn't about winning an argument. It's about rediscovering the art of conversation. To achieve this, we need tools beyond facts. Here is a basic kit. 1. Ask, don't state. Instead of saying, "That's false," try, "What evidence convinced you of that? How do you think that would work?" 2. Seek the mechanism. Ask for details. How does Reiki energy go through clothes and plaster casts, but can't be measured by any instrument? 3. Point out internal contradictions carefully. If there is a global conspiracy of thousands of scientists to hide the Earth's S-shape, how has not a single piece of definitive proof come to light? 4. Validate the emotion. Question the conclusion. I understand you re-worried about the side effects of conventional medicine and are looking for more natural alternatives. That's understandable. But have you consulted your doctor about the evidence for this alternative therapy? 5. Promote curiosity. Share documentaries, popular science articles, or YouTube channels that explain science in an engaging way. Not as a correction, but as a discovery. The final mystery is not how to awaken others, but whether we have the courage to question our own certainty. Science is not a set of unchangeable dogmas. It is a method, a process of constant humility in the face of the vast unknown. When we forget that, we lose the battle before it even begins. If this journey resonates with you, if you've ever felt that silent crack growing, then we need you to be part of this conversation. Your experience is unique. Like this video if you believe critical thinking can save relationships. Subscribe so you don't miss any of these explorations. And most importantly, share your story in the comments. How have you handled this situation? Do you think it's possible to reconcile two such opposing worldviews? Together, we can dismantle not only the beliefs, but also the walls they build between us.